All right. So we got 4 teams left, 4 storylines. Let's call our shots.
What you got?
Hey, that's it hurt.
I'll go same team, different player. I'll go OG. I like what OG. Nah, and Anunoby, that boy OG, he been doing his thing since he was in Toronto. So like, I gotta show a level of respect to him. Plus, I mean, shoot, the same things that Mikal Bridges can do for your team, OG can do the same things as well. Who's to say he can't do them better? Well, hey, you're your own man.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Yo! Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Check the Sad Podcast, man. Episode 52. I'm your host, T. Cal. Here to the left, I got my co-host, Big Sam, man. Here to the right, we got my other co-host, Big Verse, in the building, man. In the back, you know, we got my boy, Big Jess, the hostess, of course, the man with the plan. But without being said, we got the conference finals starting today, Thunder in Minnesota. We got contract news in the NFL. WNBA just started. And obviously, we know the main attraction is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, of course. But without further ado, Big Jess, you can get into it.
All right, so let's go ahead and dive straight into the NFL. We see that San Francisco has opened up their checkbook, and some people think that maybe they wrote it too fast. What do you guys think about Brock Purdy's new contract?
I say as of now, you have to pay. You have to pay early. I mean, every deal is gonna look good within the next 2 to 3 years, and Brock Purdy, unfortunately, has the resume in order to back up his contract. Even though I personally don't think he's the man to receive that contract in San Francisco. I mean, 50. He's the seventh highest paid quarterback in the league, with I believe Jordan Love and I got it right here. He's tied. It's Dak at 60, which is ridiculous, by the way. And then you got Josh Allen, Burrow, Love, Trevor Lawrence, all tied at second for $55 million per year. And then you got Tua at 53.1. And then you got Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy would technically be the 4th highest paid quarterback in the league, tied with Jared Goff. And I see San Francisco trying to get ahead of it. But like I said, he has the Avengers around him. He had Christian McCaffrey. He had Brandon Ayuk. He had Debo Samuel. He had George Kittle. He had Trent Williams. I mean, those are the Avengers. Any quarterback with that level of talent is going to succeed with them. And, you know, obviously, he did make it to the Super Bowl. He did perform relatively well. He did make it to a conference NFC championship the year before. Yeah. But, I mean, y'all going to see. Like, last year, if that wasn't an indicator enough, when all his Avengers went out and they just so happened not to be able to perform, all right, he couldn't elevate that team to the same levels they had the year prior with all the weapons. I think that's going to hurt in the long run.
Keep in mind, he's a 7th round pick, so he's always been underpaid compared to his production.
Yeah, but I think the 49ers are kind of forced to make that move because, like, the grass isn't always green on the other side. I say that time and time again. Like,
that's true.
For as bad as Brock Purdy may have looked when you compare his last season to the year he went to the Super Bowl, how many quarterbacks do you feel like you could get that same level of production from that isn't named Brock Purdy in that San Francisco 49ers uniform?
Probably about 15.
You
14,
say, but how realistic are you in terms of getting that? In terms of that?
Oh, trust me, you can trade for a couple guys. Now, let's not be like the NFL wants to give up a quarterback if you throw out the right price. I mean, we didn't know Geno Smith was available, and all of a sudden, he's in Vegas. I think. And we can be honest. I think he's kind of they neck for neck. Like, I think you can't really say Brock Purdy is that much better than him. I think they're close in the same ballpark. So
kinda.
Maybe I could agree to that, but at the same time, it's like it's two sides of the coin. On one side, you got Brock Purdy, who had the season that was capable of like, hey, we're going to win the Super Bowl. He left the field as a Super Bowl champion prior to Mahomes making that game-winning drive in overtime. So, like, he's done everything that you need to do in terms of will your team to victory, in terms of how successful San Francisco is. But at the same time, to your point, like, he is surrounded by the Avengers. Like, when you take away those Avengers and now you're forced to be the main superhero and you can't save the day, 7-10 record, last in the NFC West, like, it's not a good look.
So we don't think this is Brock Purdy's success. We think this is Shanahan's success.
Absolutely.
I think
For
yeah,
sure.
for sure. Yeah,
100%.
I for sure feel like Shanahan has a hand in it for sure. But Brock Purdy, I feel like he's a solid quarterback in my eyes. Now, did he deserve to get paid that high? I mean, it's like they really had no choice, because who you gonna go get out of free agency? And do you really want to trade for somebody that has to figure out Kyle Shanahan's system? Like, you got to work with this guy. They got to learn the playbook. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they could. Maybe they could. You know what I'm saying? They could learn it quick. But you know what I'm saying? Why not stick with a guy that knows the ins and outs of the program and the team and everything like that? You feel me?
Well, shoot, Shanahan stuff, it's dang near program.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I mean, you got Jimmy Garoppolo, he came through. You got Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick. I mean,
Don't forget Matt Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
With the Falcons.
Yeah, the list goes on and on with them quarterbacks in that Shanahan system.
That's true.
So do we think they jumped the gun, or do you think they still got the team under control, contract, like salary cap wise?
I feel like they jumped it.
I feel like
they
when you pay a quarterback that much money, he's the most marketable on the team. So, like, he's going to make the bulk of your salary in terms of whatever anybody's capable of.
19%. He has 18.98% of the salary cap percentage of that team.
Damn.
So, I mean, at least it's under 1/4. It's around close to the 1/5 range of the amount of money he's taking up in the salary cap of the year. I think they jumped the gun. Yeah. I'm not necessarily jumped the gun because you were going to have to pay him, and if you wait, obviously the prices are going to rise. But Brock Purdy is a system. I feel like he's a system quarterback. I feel like him, the Dax, the Tuas, I feel like those guys aren't game changers, they're game managers. And just because he had early success, and obviously every quarterback doesn't make it to the Super Bowl or NFC championships on a year-to-year basis. Yeah. He did that. But personally, I don't think he was the driving force behind that, and I don't think he should be the reason, or he shouldn't get paid as such. And I feel like the 49ers, obviously, Charles, you said best, it's hard to replace those guys. Like, you think grass is greener on the other side until you actually go on the other side, and then you struggle for a couple of years trying to find your guy. Right. But I think you could have A, found better out there, or B, made Purdy prove himself once again. And if, he proved himself, you pay him what he's worth. And, obviously with how the salary cap goes, it only goes up and up in the NFL. So eventually Brock Purdy's contract is only going to be, he's going to be the 15th highest paid quarterback by the end of these quarterback negotiations, because God knows what C.J. Stroud's going to get.
C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels. I mean, the list is going to go on and on.
That was my next question. What do you guys think this means for other quarterbacks whose payday is coming up?
I mean, it's just going to keep on going.
It's not going to change, though. I think it's going to forever be there. Like, the salary cap is going to forever go up. Players going to want more and more money, and the more and more success that you do in the league prior to your contract situation is only going to boost your odds at the negotiating table to get what you want.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I feel like the 49ers, they made a pretty solid decision on signing Brock back. I mean, it's either Brock or nothing, honestly. Like, I mean, ain't no telling they probably wouldn't have got nobody for him, bro. I don't think nobody's really like just looking for a QB at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So
I think would have took Brock Purdy. I ain't gonna sit there and call him a bum.
But I mean, you said
like what they do better than Brock Purdy in that system, though. Depending on the QB, because I understand he has, he had Debo, he had Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, and George Kittle and everybody else. Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? There's some quarterbacks that probably can't even do what he did, though. Yeah.
For sure. It's for sure some quarterbacks, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that can.
They can, yeah. I think, but not everybody can beat Joe Burrow, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think also to add to your point too is like we've seen teams be successful with system quarterbacks. I mean, like,
For real.
look at the Eagles. When Carson Wentz went down and Nick Foles stepped up, he was able to thrive in that situational role. Brock Purdy, we obviously seen him go to a Super Bowl, and you obviously don't think of Jalen Hurts as a playmaker. So, I mean, it's possible to get the job done at the highest level in the biggest of moments. They just locked up their guy.
All right, so let's go ahead and switch gears to the WNBA. Opening night had a bunch of controversy and energy going on. This time it felt a little bit different, though. Do you think it was real competition or just Twitter beef?
It's annoying. I'm sick. I'm sick of this Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, like, rivalry that we keep forcing on all of us to tap into. Mm-hmm. Angel Reese is not skilled. Angel Reese is a 6'3" rebounder that can't make layups. And, like, I don't want to sit here and act like disrespect her because, I mean, she made it to the WNBA. She has a niche. I mean, she's an amazing rebounder. But, I mean...
Her own rebounds.
Hey.
Sorry.
I mean, I feel like we're going off of it's skill versus the personality. Like, Angel Reese is the social media queen of the WNBA. I think she sponsors the WNBA better than anybody else can because of obviously her college following. Caitlin Clark, her stuff is strictly on the court play. It's no extracurricular activity. She ain't trying to, do all that extra stuff. She's strictly hooping. And obviously, I think this year she's getting better with her playmaking and rebound. I mean, triple-double first game of the season. She already tied third of all time in the WNBA in triple-doubles with 3, only behind Sabrina and Alyssa. What's her last name? I don't want to misspeak.
No, not Sabrina.
Alyssa Thomas. Yeah, Alyssa Thomas. And she tied with Candace Parker for 3rd all time in WNBA history with triple-double.
And she has 6 stocks, too.
In the first game of her second season. Come on now.
Yeah.
4 threes. I don't know how many minutes she played in the fourth, but it wasn't a lot because they were blowing them out tremendously.
And I ain't never going to disrespect anyone that wins me some money.
Oh, yeah, Miss A. This a rich man right here, man. You need to spend some change. But I don't like the narrative of it. Like, it feels like damn near racism in a sense. Like, we got blacks versus whites. If you support Caitlin Clark, oh, you're hating on Angel Reese. I'm like, no, they can both be good in their own right. But at the same time, when you have people like you have Angel Reese that's vocally going out saying the reason why the WNBA is growing isn't only because of her, it's because of me too. Yeah. And then when you go and then you give her the proper criticism after a shitter, and then she comes like, next question, or like now you nonchalant, or now you don't want to answer the questions, or you irritated with what comes with being the face, being the pioneer of growing women's sports. And I feel like I don't know if she's ready for that. I know Caitlin Clark is. I mean, her skill is going to do the talking. Me personally, I'll go out on a limb and I wouldn't disrespect any female in basketball history, in WNBA basketball history. But I think Caitlin Clark is going to be the best basketball player we've ever seen. If she can get the jewelry to back it up. But her game is that I like a lot. Watching her, I can sit there and watch a 40-minute game of Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. I promise you I couldn't do that 2 years ago before she made it to the league. And that's no disrespect to the WNBA, but the product wasn't, the product was not drawing us to go turn on a damn WNBA game on NBA TV. Like,
so would we say that both players are being unfairly dissected due to social media narratives?
I believe so, and I think it's not even close. Yeah. Like he said, it's similar to like, it's almost like you're choosing sides between black and white. But at the same time, you got to be objective if you're looking at any type of sports in general. You got to call a spade a spade. That let's just dissect the foul in general. That's a ticky-tack foul to a lot of people's eyes, but in reality, you're a basketball player. You've played basketball. Are you giving someone a wide open lane to take a layup?
Absolutely not.
And if you're going to foul someone, you're going to put it in a position where they don't get an and one, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
So she did what she was supposed to do. Was it unnecessary? In the eyes of the public, absolutely. But was it something that basically helped out her team by not giving her free buckets along with an extra one at the charity stripe? Absolutely. I think also it just takes away from both of their games too. Like we forget that Angel Reese in her own right, like not to shit on her or anything, I'm gonna give her flowers. Like she led the league in rebounding as a rookie. Like, I want to also give highlights to Caitlin Clark for as mesmerizing as her game is. She's a fantastic facilitator. And this this rivalry that they're trying to force between these two that has brewed since the college days. I mean, like it was fun, but at the same time, it's like we got to call a spade, tell it how it is instead of how it might be. It's more than that. It's supposed to be something that we could just look at these games and appreciate both of their talents to a certain extent. Whether one is better than the other, we can all sit up here and say that, but at the same time, like, let's just leave it at that as opposed to all this forced negativity towards each other.
But do you think that we're looking at them two talent versus talent, or are we looking at it personality versus talent? Because I feel like Angel Reese, you know, for what it's worth, I mean, I don't like. It's hard. Like I'm trying to be. Like I watched that game from start to finish, and like I mean the amount of missed. I mean the one she missed before the end of the first quarter. Man,
that was crazy. That foul you talking about would have been another rebound because I promise you would have missed that layup.
Right, bro. And while you play, that's a realistic like. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. Like I wouldn't put it past her for her missing a layup. Like. Oh boy. Go ahead, Sam, man.
I say like
what?
Talent. Okay, talent versus personality. It's kind of like that's kind of like what's being portrayed in a sense. I mean, I'm not saying Angel Reese isn't talented. Like Charles said, she led the league in rebounding. Of course, you know what I'm saying. She's 6 straight. She's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And rebounding is talent.
I think so. It's a skill.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Bro, if
you know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman
like,
was.
Do you? You'd be like, okay.
Do you think Russell Westbrook is talented for being as great of a rebounder as he is?
As a point guard, yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
But if he was 7 foot, I'd be like, good job, man.
I mean, it takes talent for Drummond to average like damn near 20 rebounds.
Okay,
that's true.
That's why I said I wasn't trying to say that. Like I'm trying to.
You genuinely asked.
But yeah, like I feel like from a viewer's perspective, bro, we just need to like cut all that negativity stuff out. Honestly, like I hate that that's like the situation between those two because we need to admire this. Admire Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese while we have them. You know what I'm saying? Like this is basketball. Let's keep hoops, and let's keep the negativity and like the outer stuff. You know what I'm saying? Keep social media on social media. You feel me? Like this little thing that's going on between them, like.
We should
just keep hoops. Yeah. That's really my thing. Just keep hoops. But it's basketball. Like we love to watch this. Caitlin Clark is an amazing talent. Angel Reese, to some people's eyes, is an amazing talent. You feel me? She's a good player. But I ain't gonna lie. In my eyes, she's not on Caitlin Clark level. Caitlin Clark is way more skilled, of course, because Angel Reese ain't doing what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's doing good, but she's not like doing exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing.
So that's my take on that.
Nobody is.
Nah.
All right, so no matter what side you're on, one thing is clear: the league definitely needed this heat. That attention that they're bringing is always going to be positive. We would like for it to be better, but we like that the ratings and the views are growing for the.
They kind of want to make it like the NBA, like kind of like that Bron versus like Steph type deal. I kind of see where they're going. They want to build like that rivalry.
I think so.
That's talent. That is talent. That's not personality. Like that's talent versus talent. Angel Reese is missing layups.
I know. That's why I said I'm saying like I think they're trying to make it like that Bron and Steph. Like they trying to just make it into something.
I think I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Because you know when the NBA was first being introduced, it didn't really get to popping until Magic and Bird was starting to really get it cracking all the time. You could probably see that with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese because of how notorious that rivalry was in college. The same thing that parallels to Magic and Bird. Now it's in the WNBA. Okay, now they button heads, the Sky and the Fever, Clark versus Reese, Lil Steph versus.
A 30-point dub is button heads.
I mean, I'm just sitting up here and looking at that.
I'm sorry.
I'm looking.
He's looking at it from the.
You're right. My
bad.
But to your point though, that's just the latest page in the chapter.
Right.
Who's to say what the next page will hold?
Yeah, ass whooping.
I mean, yeah, but like the WNBA, they look at it as like, okay, this is marketable. Like we can, you know what I'm saying? I can put this out here and everybody gonna mess with it. And that's exactly what, you know what I'm saying? Look at us, we talking about it right now. So that's exactly like what they doing.
Cardoso missing layups. I mean, it was. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Like when I tell you, I haven't been so mad as a viewer of basketball. Like watching that, bro. Like. But at the end of the day, that's good. Like, not to say missing layups and things of that nature, but I'm saying like the attention that y'all are getting and the heat that she's getting for not being good is so much further than what we were 2-3 years ago. Because I promise you, females been missing layups. They've been doing this.
It's
For
crazy.
normal. Their game's been 60 to 70.
It's kind of crazy.
But now we're talking about it. Now they have that traction.
Yeah.
Now they got people tuning into their games. Now they're like, it's positivity with the negativity that comes with it. And at the end of the day, if you want to be close or competing with NBA when it comes to ratings, when it comes to, marketability, all of that stuff, this is what comes along with it. You have to get the negativity to bring in the revenue.
The
And if you
product
can't
is
handle
good.
it, then
I think right now the product is good. It's just
it is.
anything in life can see a level of improvement.
I'm just confused, like, because there's been a lot of talent that came through the WNBA. I mean, like Skylar Dickens. I mean, of course, like,
Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi,
Diana Taurasi. You name it, bro. You name
Goomba
it.
Wale, all of them.
I mean, even like, I don't know. I guess Brittany Griner when she was like in her prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's crazy how they like started it now when there's been like so much talent that it came to the WNBA.
it don't matter about talent. It matter about what's going to get your eyes on that TV.
But I feel like these two, well, mainly Clark.
Caitlin
like,
Clark
The
is
talent is
talented.
it's getting better. Like, it's getting even better. Especially like with the girls that's playing in like college right now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. It's this one girl that go to like South Carolina. I think her name like
Malaysia.
Kayomi.
Talking about it.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
Papa.
Bro,
USC.
Papa, yeah.
She got handles, bro. Like she can dribble like crazy, and she can score.
I think the talent in the WNBA hasn't been to this level. I think Caitlin Clark is really giving them the view for everybody else to be like, oh damn, like she's nice. Like she's putting everybody else that been nice a bigger microscope
To analyze,
And
to watch,
to watch, better viewership, everything like that. I feel you. I respect it.
And it's really crazy because she really putting the WNBA in such
And I
a
feel
high
like-
spotlight.
Yeah.
Who's to say that a couple years down the road, Juju?
That's why I was just about to say that the spotlight only gonna get brighter because you look in college, bro. There's a lot of women that's like extremely talented in that basketball, like, and it's only gonna get better. And Juju is gonna be a part of that. So
Hey, Dallas just lost one star and gained another. They lost Luka. They got Paige. We gonna see what happened. Come on.
All right, so speaking of young talent, let's go ahead and switch gears, talk about OKC. Do you guys think that they beat Denver because they're elite or because Denver fell apart?
Denver. It's 100% Denver.
Denver fell apart. I watched that game from game 1 to game 7, and man, it was an amazing series. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Denver just fell apart. Honestly, and I'm gonna keep it short and simple. That team isn't enough to help Jokic. Jokic can drop 60 and they'll lose. They'll mess around and lose. This is their second time getting knocked out in the playoffs in the second round. You know what I'm saying? And you have the best player on your team, in the world on your team. Let me say that. My bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Denver, they need to go through and build. Like, they need more depth. Like, you can't rely on, you damn sure can't rely on MPJ. Jamal Murray, if he got a cold night, that's what Aaron Gordon is there for. But Aaron Gordon had a grade 2 hamstring.
Yeah.
And he did good, rightfully so. He had 11 rebounds on one leg pretty much.
Led the team in rebounds.
Exactly. He gave it all he had, and he had to sit out. But I feel like
the team with the best bench kind of always gets.
and we had the better bench, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all speak. Go ahead.
It's tough because on one side I want to lean towards hey, OKC, they did their thing. I mean, the game plan that Dagnall had when it came to placing Caruso on the best player in the world with that big of a height advantage, and he was able to neutralize him to the likes we've never seen before. I think also their tenacious defense that they've leaned on throughout the whole year was something that could be highlighted as a strength. I mean, they held Denver to sub 50 and a half. And multiple times in just these matchups alone in this series. He was Shea in a lot of aspects, but we've seen Jalen Williams have his moments. We've seen Caruso have his moments as well. We've even seen the likes of Lou Dort do his thing. And
Casey Wallace now,
the bench, the depth of OKC is real, and nobody's ever going to discredit that. But at the same time, when you have the likes of Aaron Gordon, who's been one of the best players in this playoff so far, go down with a grade 2 hamstring. When you have MPJ, who's already a streaky shooter in his own right, with an injury that messes up his ability to do the only thing he can do on the floor, which is shoot. Yeah. When you have the likes of Jamal Murray being as inconsistent as he was, in a level that we've never seen before up until this point in time. And when we have Russ being Russ,
Right.
like it's only so much you expect the best player in the world to do, and they just wasn't able to overcome all the adversity that they had.
And they had Strawberry. I think that's his name. Strawberry?
Yeah, Strawberry.
Yeah, they had him come off the bench. He had one good game, but I feel like OKC just like outmatched them. Like they figured them out when it mattered the most, and they got the dub, man. Like
They remind me of the Knicks. Like they play their guys, and that's it. Like they don't have any depth to where they can rely. Like you take Jokic and Murray out the game, and a lead that they had as big as it was in Game 7 turned into like one of the biggest runs of the NBA playoffs thus far. Like,
nah, that was a crazy run. I'm like,
that's
oh my
insane.
God.
You can't do that if you're a championship contending team. It's crazy.
Do we think that SGA is raised from all-star to superstar?
He's been that.
He been
been a
that.
superstar.
I ain't gonna lie, he been a superstar. Most
I mean,
definitely.
it was. I think every team remain in the playoff for the exception of the Pacers, because I'm not going to say Halliburton the superstar. Has a superstar from Anthony Edwards to Shea to Jalen Brunson. I mean, and the Nuggets, I mean, they had the biggest superstar, the best player in the world. And unfortunately, they couldn't get the job done. But I mean, I think we got to state the obvious. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., I need to find good realtors.
But Jamal Murray, he had a sickness though.
And he did help them get Game 6.
I don't care
Make
about
sure
it.
you also find good health coverage.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, he hooped that whole playoff series against us. I'm not gonna lie, that was like the only game I seen him play like.
You're only good at your last game.
That's true.
That's the lasting impression you give people.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a strong one.
And unfortunately, I mean, at the end of the day, Nuggets front office, they see that Jokic is out here single-handedly carrying these teams, these boo-boo teams, to second-round exits. Has no help. I mean, Russell Westbrook. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, can we stop this? Can he retire? Like, I promise you, bro. Every team he goes to, he ruins them. He ruins them. He ruined the Nuggets.
I can't agree with that. Nah, I can't agree with that.
Because Russ, he does.
Let's slow it down. What the hell has Russell Westbrook done since these OKC days that you can go out on a limb and defend?
Let me ask
What
you
about
this.
when he was in Washington?
Nobody's counting that.
Nobody's counting that?
Nobody's counting that. They went. Nobody's counting that, bro.
He was hooping though. Nigga, if you hoop, you hoop.
Nigga, he went to the 8 seed. That's hooping. That nigga barely did status. Come on.
The production that you're thinking of is Chris Paul. Like Chris Paul, he went to the Rockets and they went to Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. He went to
He's a team riser.
Yeah, he's a team riser.
That shit, that's point guard right there. Like,
But what's Westbrook? Why are we defending
the most
Westbrook?
athletic point guard probably in NBA history.
Point fraud.
damn.
I mean,
But
you
look,
defending him.
here's what I'm going to defend. I'm not going to sit up here and act like he hasn't had good, like bad stretches, obviously. But
Yeah,
for the majority of this season alone, was he a plus or a minus to the Denver
Does
Nuggets?
it matter?
Yes,
No, it doesn't.
it does.
So how does regular season? Let me get it straight. So that means James Harden is a top 10 player of all time. Just because he had a great regular season, he's gonna make an All NBA team. But when the playoffs come, he shit his pants.
Here's the retort to that. James Harden has the expectations of being an MVP caliber player for a majority of the places he's been. That includes Houston, that includes Brooklyn, that even included Philadelphia to a certain extent. Russell Westbrook, the second he went to Washington, we already knew what type of time it was. He was going to get it in where he could get it in. And when he went to LA, he damn near was regulated to the bench. When he went to the Clippers, he damn near was regulated to spot up minutes. And when the Denver Nuggets, he's in a role that was best able to thrive as a 6-man at best. And in that role, he was damn near the best 6-man in these playoffs. And in the regular season, he was in a position where he could thrive and do a lot of things that helped the Denver Nuggets get to a position where they were even able to make a home court advantage scenario in these playoffs, at least for the first round.
But no, all I'm saying is nobody cares about you having a high moment in the playoff. It's all about wins or losses. And if you can't get the job done, you're going to get the rightful criticism. And he didn't show up. Those last 4 games, he averaged, I don't even know how much he averaged. I think he averaged 9 points. I mean, he had more turnovers. And I mean, he was awful. He was flat out awful. Let's be honest. Westbrook, he's a team crusher. He ruins every team he goes to. And we gotta have to give him his proper blame. He was awful.
Hell yeah.
No, yeah. At the end of the day, OKC was the better team. Of course, they had the most depth, and obviously, you see all the teams that are remaining in the playoffs. The team with the most depth, for the exception of, I guess, the Knicks, because the Knicks really go. I mean, Mitchell Robinson. You really hope campaign can give you something, but really, it's Deuce McBride. So I would guess 3 out of the 4 teams, depth is the reason why they're there. Depth always comes out on top, and Jokic, as great of a player he is, he could. I mean. Kudos to Alex Caruso. I mean, he played his tail off. I mean, they let him get away with a lot of fouling and, things of that nature. But when you're the bigger guy, they're not going to give you a lot of those calls. But Alex Caruso, they put him on Jokic from the beginning of the game to the end once they seen that something was working. And he really was disruptive. Jokic couldn't put the ball on the ground the way he normally does because, Caruso's a pest. And obviously, OKC, I feel like they was front runners in a sense. Like when they smell blood, they're going to go get it. And Jalen Williams, I mean, the biggest game of his career, that second quarter was an avalanche. I mean, he making wide open threes all of a sudden. He can make a layup.
What?
Like he can play basketball. Me saying this is strictly just off of what we seen in that game 6. He was missing wide open dunks, missing layups. He was second guessing everything. So I think at the end of the day, OKC, they came to play. Murray, Porter Jr., I mean, they have to be gone. If you're realistic on trying to capitalize these last couple of years of Jokic's prime, you have to get off of him. You have to give him his proper help. And if you don't, I mean, it's going to be a Giannis situation.
I don't know about getting off on Murray, though.
Exactly.
But now MPJ, hell yeah, they shouldn't. I forgot who paid him all that money. What GM paid him all that money? But
the one they just got rid of.
The one they got rid of.
Yeah, I don't know why they paid him all that money because he is not a 3 and he's not no 3 and D. He's not even a shooter for real. Like
when he's hot, he's hot. But when he's not, he's not.
He only had one good shooting game at this playoffs, and then the one before, he ain't really do much, and he ain't really did nothing to get paid that amount of money.
Shipping off of Porter Jr. is getting harder by the day, and even if you're able to get rid of him, it's like, what value can you get in replacement for Jamal Murray? I mean, at one point in time, him and Jokic were the best 1-2 punch in the game, and that's what led them to a title run. Yeah. Like, if you're going to get off of Jamal Murray, who can you realistically get literally right now? Obviously, we seen Luka get traded, and you never know who's available, but who can you realistically get right now off the top of your head that you feel like will be a great pairing that is better than what we currently get between Jamal and Jokic?
We gotta see who's available. We don't know who's going to be available for that package to happen. But all I'm saying is Jamal Murray, I feel like you got the best out of Jamal Murray in his younger year. He's only going to get worse from here. I mean, the older you get, the more injury prone you are. And Jamal Murray's already injury prone enough. He barely made it to the finals when they won it that one year. So let's be honest. Jamal Murray, he's gonna go down as one of the best B+ players we've ever seen. Right. But at the end of the day, you have an all-time historic great as your center at Nikola Jokic. And you're going to waste his prime years because you don't think you can find anything better out there than Jamal Murray. Let's be serious. Let's try. If I'm the Nuggets, if I don't try to give Jokic any type of help,
he gonna leave.
Yeah. Nah. But it's so crazy to me because I see where you coming from, but it's goddamn, Jamal Murray, he hooped in this playoffs, bro.
Jamal
He
Murray
really
has never been an All-Star. He's never made an All-NBA team. I mean, it's a reason why.
But that chemistry between them two is just do you really want to mess up that dynamic? Now I can understand MPJ. That's easy. They should have kept KCP. They should have kept him, bro.
For what?
Because he was better. He's a better 3-and-D than MPJ.
Now that I do agree.
They don't play the same position. They just elevated Brown.
Yeah.
Braun. His name is Braun.
Braun is good.
I take a KCP over whatever I got from MPJ.
But that's size, so at the end of the day, Michael Porter Jr. doesn't utilize his size. So I'm honestly,
all he do is shoot contested threes, and I know you 6'11" and shit, but them hoes not falling, bro.
Man, at the end of the day, man, I feel like Denver gave it to him because, you have Aaron Gordon. He was hobbled. He grade 1 and him. It weren't a grade 2. Let's be honest. Grade 2, you can't go out there and do what he was doing.
You encourage shooters.
Huh?
You encourage shoes if it's grade 2.
If it's grade, you can't even get on the court. Like that was grade 1 for sure. And he still outplayed Murray and he outplayed Porter Jr. So that just goes to show you a lot.
Shout out Aaron Gordon, man.
Hey, Aaron Gordon, you a trooper. You shouldn't have played that game. You probably messed. I'm not gonna say he messed up his career, but playing on hamstrings and hey,
and he got time to
it's
recover.
gonna get worse.
Yeah, he got a lot of time to recover, and technology is expensive and more advanced, and medicine is as well. So he gonna get better, bro.
Hey, shout out to Aaron Gordon and shout out to Adelman. I mean, what you did to replace Mike Malone in literally the nail biter part of the season, and you end up winning a Game 7 in your first ever playoff series as the head coach, and you take the best team in the Western Conference to a Game 7.
That's crazy.
He got a job.
He got a job.
Crazy,
he got a job.
So let's go ahead and switch up to the next topic. Every year they're in the mix, and almost every year they kind of come up short.
Oh,
With injuries piling up, how do we feel like the championship window? How open is that championship window for the Celtics?
I heard a great quote that
what's the
said,
quote?
Talk to me. What's the quote, man?
Pastor Percy.
"You only check this out. It's like
Check this out.
you." You're the betting favorites. You're the best team. You're the top of the food chain until you're not. Like you're top dog until you're no longer top dog. And top dog losing that status doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, you lost it fair and square. It could be unforeseen circumstances. It could be unforeseen changes. I mean, with they won the championship last year, they had the greatest depth in the NBA. They had one of the best situations with being such a high volume 3-point shooting team while making a large amount of those 3-pointers. They had defenders at every single position. They had positionless basketball to where they could go small or go big. They had so many factors to where the best player on their own team didn't even have to have the best playoff run of his career to win a championship. They got a ring out of that. And they virtually came into this season the exact same. And here we are with Tatum that's most likely going to miss all of next year, who likely a week ago just played his last game with the ultimate teammate in Al Horford because he's only getting older. With a Kristaps Porzingis that looks worse by the day, although he was bothered by the flu, he didn't do himself any favors.
when the Porzingis ever healthy?
Yeah, I'm going to say.
But exactly. You in a position where the Celtics are going to have to move off of a lot of contracts in order to stay below that second apron or that third apron.
They're going to have to come off of Joe Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis.
You can't pay that many guys that much money, especially with new ownership, because we've seen how new owners are. I mean, just look at the Suns. They're impatient and they want to win right now. And even with the Celtics being one of the best franchises in the NBA, they're going to make some changes to save them pockets.
Right.
So now you're in a position where it's like it's open season in the Eastern Conference. And it's not even just based off of luck and the battle of attrition. It's like with the Celtics as they currently are, next season, I don't think they get past the second round. I don't even think they make it to the second round, if I'm being honest, because unless Jaylen Brown takes a leap to where he will essentially become a starter level player in an all-star game, I don't see what heights the Celtics can go to that is going to be better than where the Bucks currently are, where the Pacers currently are. Not in terms of how successful they are in the playoffs, but like regular season seeding. Like I don't see what Boston is capable of doing to where they're able to be a title contender the very next season.
Now, we say this every single season. And, sorry. We do say this every single... Damn.
Choked on your water.
Wrong pipe. Pause.
We say this every season about the Celtics, so we have to credit them as a team and as an organization. They always end up getting that top 3 seeds. They do always make it a reasonable run in the playoffs. But what I will ask you is, do you think that this is it for their core? Because as long as this core stays together, obviously Jason Tatum's injured, but like, as long as this core stays together, they are a successful team no matter what you say about them. So do you think that their core is done, or do you think that they're still solid?
What
I feel like
done?
I feel like they
D-O-N-E. Nigga done.
I think it depends on what you consider their core. Obviously Brown and Tatum, but then Who? Derek White, Horford, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Hauser, Pritchard. Like, who are you considering part of that core?
I mean, sure, you done named it.
I mean, I feel like. You want to go?
Go ahead.
Nah, I feel like the Celtics, they're gonna find a way to pay Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I feel like they're gonna find a way, and I know like the cap space is crazy. You know?
They already paid.
They already got
They
it.
already got paid. Well, they're gonna find somebody to replace. They're gonna improve their team, bro. They're gonna improve their team. Brad Stevens is a good GM. He's gonna find a way to improve that team, bro. Like, he's not gonna sit there and just like let the Celtics like not be good.
Draft picks?
100%.
Yeah, they
do.
should. But I want to highlight also too, like, for as good as what Brad Stevens has done, he wasn't the GM that built this foundation. That was Danny Ainge.
That's true.
So-
But Brad Stevens, he's been doing good though. Like,
Yeah,
building
for
on top
sure.
of it.
Brad
For
Stevens
sure.
put the team over the top.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
Well,
So-
it'll be interesting to see what he do in the season after this because of the Tatum injury. If he has a knee-jerk reaction by like, hey, let's get a quality level 3 to replace Tatum and see how that works out for this season. Like, is he gonna treat this as a throwaway the same way the Warriors did when Curry got hurt and they ended up with the number 2 draft pick in the NBA at one point in time? Or are they gonna still try to look at this as a competitive landscape? Like, hey, we could go for it all still right here, right now.
Hey,
I
if
feel
they
like-
go for it all, they're done.
Yeah.
They need Danny Ainge, whoever, Larry Bird, bro, get all of them out of there. At the end of the day, I think the Celtics, man, it's over. OVER, over. Their title chances are over. Their core is done. I mean, you're about to go into next year with Jaylen Brown as your one.
That was my next.
Big Brown. Hey, what Jay? Hey, that's gonna be a tremendous disaster. At the end of the day,
Praise God.
hey, you always got to praise God over here. But
Definitely.
I mean, it's so many guys. I mean, let's just go into the contracts. I mean, next season, Jason Tatum's gonna be making $54 million, and he's not even gonna touch a sneaker on the court because he's gonna be out. Prayers up to Jason Tatum. Then you got Jaylen Brown making $53 million. Then you got Drew Holiday, 32.4. Then you got Kristaps Porzingis, 30.7. Then you got Derek White, 28.1. Then you got Sam Hauser, $10 million. You got Peyton Pritchard, $7 million. I mean, the first apron is $195 million. The second apron is $207.8 million. So obviously they're going over both of them. So they're going to make drastic changes. And I think for the long haul, to really make this stretch, if you really believe Tatum is your guy, you have to get off of Brown. Brown is the guy that has to go. Drew Holiday as well. Drew Holiday have regressed tremendously. I mean, he's not the same level player he was in Milwaukee. I mean, he lost his step offensively. He's not even looking to score out there. Even when he does, I mean, he looks awful.
What about Porzingis?
You guys,
Porzingis is doo-doo. I wouldn't give him a chance on any level. I mean, on a contending level team, but I think starter days are over. I don't think he's reliable enough for you to invest that level of money and being like, hey, look, I need you to at least give me 60. Can you give me 60? Give me 60 and make it to the playoffs. It's a deal. He would have to push it back and can we do 30? Can we do 35? Like he can't make it to 40 games. And it's sad because obviously Kristaps Porzingis was one of the most talented. I mean, you know, it was a shocker, of course. You know, with the Knicks, who the fuck is Porzingis? Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? So you know, he started off as a meme. And you know, eventually he ended up, becoming an all-star, a solid level player.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you're only good if you can be on the court. He's not on the court ever. Hopefully, whatever he got going on isn't because like he said, the moment he got out of there, he was tired. Like the moment he stepped foot on the court, hey, coach, hey, can you come get me? I'm like, yeah, it was that bad. And
They got COVID?
No, a lot of people been saying this to other stuff. I don't want to put that out.
That's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
It rhymes.
Hey,
It rhymes with made.
Yeah, so we praying it's not that, of course. But, I mean, at the end of the day, man, you can't keep that Celtics team together and be a serious level of a contender. I think if you believe Jason Tatum is your guy, You have to get off of Jaylen Brown. You can't have two $50 million players on the same team with the new aprons coming up. The aprons are literally designed to break up super team. They're designed for every team to at least have a chance to reconstruct the roster. And at the end of the day, it's working.
Yeah.
I can say it's working. This is going to be the 7th straight season. It's a 7 different champion. Yeah. So obviously, what the NBA what's they called?
The Players Association.
Yeah, Players Association. They're doing something right. I mean, it's good to see new faces. I mean, hopefully we don't see OKC's face.
I think
champions, but
I think getting rid of Drew is one thing because like he'll get if he stays on that team, he's getting paid top tier money till he's like 37. Mm-hmm. Getting rid of Porzingis, he's in a position where he hasn't done any favors for at least this stage of his career because of his health. The best ability is availability, and if you ain't available, then what the hell we paying you for?
Right. That was good.
But for a team that just won a championship with a core that you have little to no confidence in, do you feel like they're that quick to getting rid of Jaylen Brown?
I don't think so.
You think they are?
I don't think so.
100%.
Not you want them to. I'm talking about like, do you feel like Brad Stevens is looking at a man making $300 million a year in his totality of his pay? Do you think that he's going to be willing to make that pull that trigger?
No, at the end of the day, I mean, it depends on what you can get back for Jaylen Brown. That's the big thing. And obviously, Jaylen Brown ain't no scrub. I'm not finna sit here and say he is. And I want to say this right now, get it out here on the table. I want everybody to hear this, so listen good. Boston Celtics, I think this is like the only team in the NBA, they have 2 high-level number 2 options and a great supporting cast. I think Jason Tatum is a high-level 2. I think Jaylen Brown is a high-level 2. And I think everybody else just supports them so well, that's what makes it work. Because Derek White, I mean, you seen when you elevated Derek White to Jaylen Brown's Robin, I mean, you see how that worked. I mean, he was horrendous. I mean, Drew Holiday, I mean, he can't do nothing for you. Peyton Pritchard is a 6-man, and when you elevate him into starting level responsibilities, we're going to get what we get. So I think at the end of the day, I mean, that team had 2 number 2s and a tremendous supporting cast. And the moment you lost, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say Tatum was the better of the 2. Yeah. I mean, you see how awful that team was. It was a night-day difference. So I think you can't go into next season thinking that you can have Jaylen Brown run the show and y'all going to be what competitive. I think it's time to break it up if you're looking towards the future. But if you want to be mediocre, I mean, by all means, I mean, sure. I'm a Rockets fan. I don't give a damn.
I feel like the Celtics, they'll be good, but they won't be like contending status. They're like, oh, we're looking to see them like in the finals type deal.
They're like a modern day version of the 2010s Clippers, like talented but
damn near
a curse, honestly.
I think their best bet is like to get a big chunk out of luck in terms of how the playoffs unfold, in terms of how the regular season unfolds for other teams. That's my thing.
Better be.
Top.
Pause. Are you subscribed to Check the Set Podcast, man? While we on this pause, you make sure you go on that YouTube link and you subscribe to Check the Set Podcast, or you gonna make my boy Omari sad, man.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
Crazy.
Man,
There go. That's a new one, right? That's a new one. That's
That shit got my attention. I put my phone down. I'm like, damn, what this nigga finna say?
We got a new one, boo.
He wasn't recording.
He was. Top.
Hey, Jesse, you know what that nigga Jesse said?
Man, bro. It's funny.
I need to
No!
Yes!
Fuck.
Fuck.
They changed that nigga J-Dub points assists to 10.5. Oh, never mind. I went back.
Okay.
Oh, you still going?
Because they changed it and then they put it. I don't know.
What you on the 7, man?
Doing 8 and I'm doing a 6. I'm doing 2.
Nah, look, I'm finna follow you.
All right.
Group leader. Looking at.
All right. So we got 4 teams left, 4 storylines. Let's call our shots.
What you got?
Hey, bro. That shit hurt. I ain't gonna lie. That shit hurt.
Hey, this nigga. What you got, Big J?
I want you guys to build me a starting 5 using only the guys that are still standing.
All right, so I go point guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, league MVP. Shooting guard, obviously, Anthony Edwards. I don't think there's no debate on that for sure. And then with your small forward, obviously, you have a lot of candidates for that award. But me personally, I would have to go. It's tough. Like I'm telling you, it is tough because you got your Jaden McDaniel, you got your OG Anunoby, you got Mikal Bridges.
Oh my
you
God.
got what's his name?
Pascal.
Nah, he a 4.
He can play the 3.
I would go Shea 1 with a tremendous respect to Jalen Brunson. My 2 would be Ant. My 3, I'll go Mikal Bridges. He's been there. He's performed. At my 4, and this is a tough one as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where you consider Cat in this equation because he's really a 4 playing a 5. So I'll just leave him at the 5. So at my 4, I'll go Julius Randle. And at my 5, it's a lot of worthy candidates, man. It's a lot of worthy candidates, but I think I'll go Cat.
Yeah.
I'll go Cat at the 5.
Yeah.
So my starter 5, Shea, and Mikal Bridges. What's the dude name? Randall John, and what's his name? Cat.
Randall John.
I got Johnny tapped into my boy Flight. Shout out my boy Flight, man.
Oh shit. I think we all gonna have the same 1 and 2.
Oh my God.
1 and 2.
It's just 1 and 2. Like, bro, it's.
So you couldn't choose, say, Mike Conley. Like,
Damn.
I mean, hey, if you want me to choose a T.J. McConnell, fine, fuck it. I got T.J. McConnell as my 1.
well, all right, thank you.
Damn.
Burton.
Exactly, bro. Like,
Hey, about
damn.
time.
But nah, I got SG at the 1. I got Ant-Man at the 2, obviously. Enough said. 3, like you said, there's hella worthy candidates, but I think I'll go same team, different player. I'll go OG. I like what OG. Nah, and Anunoby, that boy OG, he been doing his thing since he was in Toronto. So, like, I got to show a level of respect to him. Plus, I mean, shoot, the same things that Mikal Bridges can do for your team, OG can do the same things as well. Who's to say he can't do them better? Well, hey, you're your own man.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Just do it. Hey, bro. Hey,
Oh man. Still going. For real, it's on? It's on? Okay, I'm making sure. I'm trying
calm down.
to make sure everybody know.
Let's try to make sure you good.
1, well, yeah, the PG, I go Shea. 2, who's been more consistent out of Ant and JB?
What? Who JB?
JB.
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brunson ain't no 2.
Brunson, I say Brunson.
He ain't no 2.
So he just PG, that's it.
Yeah.
He can't play for shooting guard?
He's 6'1".
Damn, that don't be shit. That nigga be hooping. Nah, okay, I'll play. Nah, let me go. Okay, let me chill. I'm gonna go SGA 1. Anthony Edwards 2. The 3. Ugh. Give me.
Go ahead and
Damn. Give me OG. I like OG game. I like his game. I fuck with OG. He
Thank
nice. Mikal Bridges, he cool too, but I like OG better. 4. Who's available at the fucking
wait,
forward?
I just realized.
Chet
something.
Holmgren. Julius Randle.
Yeah. Pascal.
Give me
Pascal Siakam.
Randall. Give me Julius Randall. 5. I'll go Cat.
I'm surprised you ain't say Miles Turner.
I was.
Miles Turner be hooping, but it's not. Nah.
You ain't got a lot
Wait,
of
at
good
the 4?
options.
At the 5.
Nah.
You're not a Rudy Gobert type of guy?
No, I don't like Gobert.
Respect to Gobert, but
I got
Kobe, man.
I got the same 5. I ain't even finished my list, but he.
Kobe, man. No, I'm just playing. Respect to Gobert, though.
That's his favorite basketball player. You better put some respect on him, man. Gobert.
Ain't nothing sweet. This ain't yogurt.
Let's see.
Hey, this nigga's a yogurt.
Hey man, if you disagree, build your own starting 5 and tag us. We got our final picks locked in, and we'll see who's really tapped in next week at CDS. Charles, take it away.
Wait, damn, we didn't get the predictions.
Oh shit.
We didn't get the predictions.
Damn.
Gonna get on Charles, shit.
What you looking to do it back out?
Y'all ain't ready for the facts yet.
But Western Conference Finals, man, we got OKC, Minnesota tonight, man. I know Omari, he's on eggshells right now, man. Hands are sweating. I mean, he's like, Jesus Christ, they can calm down. But I got Minnesota in 7, man. I think that the series is going 7. I think, and he's been there. He been knocking at that door for the last couple of years. He done took his playoff woes. I think he's ready now. I think he's a better facilitator than what we ever seen. He rebounded the ball at a high level. I mean, I think this year is his time. I feel like he got the perfect team built around him with Dante DiVincenzo. You got Julius Randle hooping at an all-time level. Like, I've never seen Julius Randle play basketball like this, ever. Jaden McDaniels, I mean, he's playing the best basketball of his career. You got Mike Conley making timely shots, being able to be that on-ball presence when Ant needs a blow. Also being an off-ball spot-up shooter, man. I mean, those threes he made in that Golden State Game 4, Game 5, I mean, it was huge.
Yeah.
They were knockout blows. And then you got Gobert. He playing his role to the T, rebounding, catching lives, not being a wimp. And then you got Nas Reed. I mean, he hasn't had the best playoffs. He hasn't had a Nas Reed level playoffs of what we expect. But obviously, I feel like that's going to change in this OKC series. And I'm not going to disrespect the OKC, obviously. I mean, their defensive presence is, they had the best defense in the league for a reason. And what they did to Denver was, horrendous. I mean, they quit before the fourth quarter started.
What we did to the best player in the world.
I'm sure he had no help.
Horrendous.
But at the end of the day, I feel like it's Ant time. He's been knocking out that window. He lost last year in 5 because he didn't have the gas. But now this year, he has a break. He's been off for about 4 to 5 days, so he should be well rested. He should be mentally strong. Physically stronger now with the break, and obviously being there last year. So he said you can only get better by playing in it. He said that in the Olympics. So obviously with that experience, I'm thinking that he's going to take that next step, which is going to be leading his team to the finals. So I got Minnesota in 7.
I feel the same way. Shorter amount of games. Everything that you highlighted for sure, and this is not a disrespectful nod to OKC because, spoiler alert, whoever's coming out of the West, in my opinion, is winning the whole thing. So if it happens to be OKC, then congratulations. Y'all are going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
I swear he changed his stuff every week. Like,
What you mean?
he said, then he said, we can go back on record too. He said, whoever win that.
I thought you did say the Timberwolves.
He said, whoever win that Denver Clippers series gonna represent the Western Conference Finals.
No, I said whoever came out of that Denver Thunder and the Denver Clippers series was gonna represent half of the Western Conference Finals. I ain't say the NBA Finals.
That's what I'm saying. Neither are in it, so.
Well, yeah, understandable. But I'm just letting you know right now that, hey, either it's going to be the sound that lightning makes or the boy who cried wolf.
Nah, but I'm saying you was wrong about that, brother.
Hey,
Man, give me OKC in 7, bro. I ain't worried about none of that. Nah, real deal though. Like,
how many games?
I said, give me OKC in 7.
7?
It's gonna be a good series. I feel like it's all gonna be about who like the depth that's better, like the team depth that's better, I guess, in my eyes. I mean,
Every time
we just came off a tough win against the Nuggets, and I felt like Nuggets would have gave the Timberwolves a run for their money too. So it's gonna be a tough series, but give me OKC in 7.
That's really the only thing that's like giving me pause about the Thunder is like the Thunder were well rested against the Nuggets. Yeah, when they went up and beat the hell out of the Grizzlies, while the Denver Nuggets had a grueling 7 games against the Clippers.
And the Clippers was like that. They was hooping. Kawhi was hooping. We just played the best player in the world. We come in to play Ant. I mean, Ant is one of the ones for sure.
But I think that's like, okay, now the roles are reversed. Like, y'all just got done playing a grueling 7 games while Minnesota damn near been chilling for a week. So it's like
they gotta wake up. They gotta find that spark in game again. So
I think they'll need Jada. Jada needs to. He's gonna be the key factor to this series. I think Shea
He been the X
Obviously.
factor.
Who?
He been the X factor.
Jalen Williams.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, Jalen Williams has to play basketball. I mean, he can't.
You can't do a damn court
date.
date, not a court date. You can't do a damn tour date. You can't do that again. Go ahead though, bro.
He needs to step up. I think he's going to be the key in whether they win or not. I think Shay's going to come to play, and if Jalen Williams comes to play, then everybody else can play into their roles. It's harder when you don't have your Robin play as Robin. Now you got other people having to be Robin, like a Chet or Alex Caruso or Lou Dort. Like some of these guys that are used to being those spot-up shooters, those defenders, those people that can emphasize their efforts on what the coach needs from them. And then you got Jalen Williams out there missing layups and nervous as hell with the ball. I mean, at the end of the day, Jalen Williams is going to be the key factor on why OKC wins this series or lose this series. But, man, we got the Eastern Conference, man. We got the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. And obviously that's not the matchup that we were expecting. Of course, obviously all year long we was expecting Cleveland versus Boston to represent the Eastern Conference Finals. But injuries happen. Time changed. We're here now. Yeah. So with my prediction, I got New York in 6. No disrespect to Indiana because I think Indiana's a hell of a team. And realistically, if I'm wrong about this prediction, I'm perfectly fine because I would be happy to watch them play in the finals. This is a young, excited team to play. They're running gun. They got a leader, Tyrese Halliburton, that I gained tremendous respect for going through these playoffs. I mean, going through the number 1 seed, taking care of business. First round, I mean, you beat Giannis in 5. You gained him, and you got your daddy talking shit in his face. I mean, and now you're here. On the biggest stage in sports, you're in the Mecca, New York City, Madison Square Garden in a 7-game series against the New York Knicks. I mean, where would you rather be to establish your name as one of them ones in basketball than New York City in a 7-game series? You the heavy underdogs. I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a series for sure. But I think at the end of the day, Brunson. I feel like Brunson. I'm not big on Cat. I don't think this is gonna be a Cat series. I don't know why.
He has been playing exceptionally well though.
Yeah.
He's been playing
I wouldn't say that. I would say solid. Solid is the better word.
For Cat standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat. Like I said, Cat.
Go ahead.
Give you what?
Give me New York. Give me New York.
Oh my God.
What? New York is a better team.
Dude, you was talking about Indiana all week. Now you New York.
I don't even watch Indiana play like that. No, I'm just playing. But no, give me New York. Give me New York at 7, man. It's gonna be a great series. I feel like Brunson, he gonna turn it up more than a notch. He gonna put that bit on full blast. So, hey, I feel like that's gonna be the savior for the Knicks. So go ahead, give me Knicks in 6, 7, my B. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that.
Man, it's crazy because we got to give Indiana that level of respect. Like,
they give it to him.
Oh no, I will.
I was gonna ask who's depth? I feel like it's all gonna come to depth.
It's literally
depth.
Indiana by a mile.
This is the literally.
It's gonna come to depth too.
This is literally the definition of talent versus depth. Like, it ain't too many players that we would take on Indiana over New York's players. But like, Indiana goes 10 deep every game. Like, this is routine to them. The Knicks might be lucky if they could figure around and go 8 deep, and some of the guys that they go 8 deep get less than 5-10 minutes in a game.
Their coach, that's how he run things though. Like, they're very conditioned. Like, he was like that in Chicago too.
I don't want to jinx the Knicks, but at the same time, it's obviously a smart choice to choose the team with the better player in the series, with the better big man in the series, with the better starting 5 in the series, with the home court advantage in the series, and a team that, to a certain extent, is more battle tested. I will pick them in 6, but to Indiana's credit, they did face this damn near this very exact same team last year. For the most part, they were fully healthy outside of the hamstring with Anunoby in Game 7 and the broken hand towards the end of Game 7 with Jalen Brunson. They've been in this situation before. This is their second time to the Eastern Conference Finals. So if we were to sit up here and have a Halliburton-led team represent half of the NBA Finals, just like you, I wouldn't be shocked. I guess my question to y'all is, like, if Halliburton was able to do this, where does he rank amongst NBA players?
He'd be top 15. You got to put him in the top 15.
Damn, just top 15. Yeah, that's really.
I mean, lead your team to the finals.
I can't put him in top 10, so yeah, 15 is good.
Yeah, top 15.
Jesse, if Halliburton gets the job done to make the finals, what would you rank him amongst all NBA players?
Jesse already got him in his top 10. Ain't nothing new. The big Jess we talking about, man.
Top 15. He's a solid point guard, but you got to remember how many other guards there are.
How many guards have led their team to the NBA Finals
Yeah.
as a massive underdog?
Multiple times he's been to the Eastern Conference Finals as an underdog too.
Yeah, he back to back. I mean, I think next episode we'll get into it for sure. But I mean, he's passing up a lot of guys that I didn't think he was passing up prior to for sure. I mean, your resume looked like that, and you come to play. I mean, last year he wasn't this level of Halliburton, but this year, I mean, he's playing his tail off. And I mean, next episode we for sure gonna have that discussion with Halliburton on where he ranks amongst the guards, not only in the East but in the NBA.
He went from what the Hallie to Big Reese.
I said top 15. I maybe could give him top 10, but where you need to start pumping the brakes is top 5. That's
hell
that's
yeah.
like, whoa.
Jada McDaniels, baby. And with that being said, man, that's the conclusion of episode 52 of Check the Stats podcast, man. If you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all of us on our personal channels and stuff, of course, obviously. We got my boy Big Mari coming up with the streaming stuff coming up very, very soon.
Come on,
I mean, you know, I'm coming up with my own stuff as well. Big verse is Big verse. So you don't know what's next for him. He a mystery box. But with that being said, man, Versi, Mari, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Big Jess in the back, he the man. Big Verse, you got any last statements regarding before we get out of here?
Hey man, shout out Brock Purdy. That man got paid. That man's rich. That man did what he was supposed to do. He was an underdog, started from the bottom, and now he here. And if you believe in us, you believe in Big Jess, Big Verse, Big Mari, Big T Cal, then do the smart thing.
Correct.
Do the right thing. Invest. Be blessed.
Got it.
Be free of stress. Be relaxed. And if you need them facts,
Please do us a favor.
check them stats.
Top. Signing out.
That's flopping shit, man.
I'm gonna cut my hair off like pretty soon.
Nah, go bald all the way.
Nah, I would
Oh,
never
you
go
okay
bald.
with that?
She got them beats on.
Oh, yeah, she locked in.
Ask her when you done.
All right, let me know y'all ready.
There you go.
Fuck it, I ain't gonna.
Put your phone down. Put your balls down. I'm about to say something crazy. And I was playing.
Damn, why they
There go. That's a new one, right? That's a new one. That's a new one.
attention. I put my phone down. I'm like, damn, what this nigga?
We got a new one. Boom.